Hello everybody, my name is Harstem and today we're going to be having a look at a game played between, in the bottom left spawning as the red Terran player ByuN, and in the top right spawning as the blue Zerg Dragon Phoenix Gaming Rogue. Of course ByuN playing for Shopify's Rebellion, more recently formed team that currently has Lambo, Scarlet and ByuN as its players. We see a rogue opening up with a quick scout around the base with these overlords, just making sure that there is nothing cheeky going on, like a proxy Rex, proxy 2 Rex, proxy 3 Rex. These builds have been getting a lot more popular recently again. People like Dream, Bunny has been playing it almost every single game, especially Dream has been playing it a crap ton. In the foreign scene it's also not completely uncommon. People like Sol have been doing it a fair amount. I think Uthermal, Marine Lord, so there's definitely, oh my god, where did that fish go? Look at that. It comes out of the wall. You see, he moves slow as well when he goes into the wall, look at that. We're gonna see him soon. No! Hop! Straight through the wall. And these guys are some Tish! It plops out like a new fish is being born. That is actually insane. I'm gonna keep paying attention to this fish. Look at him. He sometimes just moves real slow all of a sudden. Okay, hop! Drives straight into a wall. Then comes out over here. And that's not okay. Where was I? Yeah, the 3 Rexes and things like. Ooh, what is ByuN opening up with? Was this a reactor first, or? I don't think it was. I think it was, I mean, yeah. Definitely a reactor first, so it's going to be 6 Marines into cars straight away. Starports going down as well. We're going to see an orbital being built on the natural. Second gas has finished up for ByuN, so we're looking at some 2 base pressure, initially delayed 3rd command center. Speed is on the way here for Rogue. Still mining with 1 drone from gas. ByuN really likes these non-Reaper openers, which is kind of funny if you think back that he was the guy that loved playing the heavy Reaper openers. The 3 Rex Reaper into the bio stuff back in the day. But nowadays it seems he's way more at home with these big Marine openers with a medevac, and very often you get the 6 or an 8 Marine drop. And at the same time, 4 to 6 Hellions moving somewhere. Oh, we see an armory coming out as well. So this actually is going to be a Hellbat attack. This is a pretty big supply block, by the way, here out of Rogue. 1 extra Overlord just finished and 1 more is on the way. It's only 1 on the way though. Okay, yeah, second one starting now. I really do think he is going to need that. Here goes the medevac with the 8 Marines. There's 6 Hellions moving forward, I believe, yeah. This is going to be a pretty aggressive move here. Of course, with that armory finishing up, I wonder if Rogue actually is ready for that. Another Overlord's gonna get taken out. 10 more Lynx are on the way right now. 6 Queens are in position as the Hellions move into Hellbats. 1 Hellion gets taken out immediately. Good target fire out of Rogue. 1 Queen has gone down as well though. There's no more units remaining. There's no run by over here. These 2 Hellions aren't joining up with their friends. I'm not quite sure why they aren't. Now they're going. Another Queen goes down. 4 Queens remaining. 5th Queen could go down, but is not quite. Medevac is staying alive. Fantastic control here out of ByuN. Showing once again why he is known as Micro Jackson. This Queen is going to fall as well. We only have 4 Hellbats remaining together with 2 Marines. Liberator is flying in, will start harassing the natural. If no Queens remain and there's no Spore, that single Liberator could be responsible for a lot of drone damage. Luckily for Rogue, another Queen pops out just in time. 4 Queens are out in total, and at the end of the day, Rogue didn't actually lose that much. Sure, he lost a couple of Queens, but he also defended. He didn't lose any drones. Ooh, this is a good position here for a Liberator. It's gonna get 3 drones immediately. Yeah, you're gonna struggle a little bit here, Rogue, trying to take out that Liberator. Ooh, this is a big F2 back home. Liberator's gonna take a lot of damage. Will not quite die though. 27 HP remain. Well, I say that. Another F2 back home. Should be fine though. I'm not even sure if this was an F2 or a weird move command. Third base now on the way here for ByuN. We open up the production tab. We see 1-1 in upgrades. Layer on the way and 4 gases as of now. Fourth base is going to be going down. Yeah, I think I saw a drone moving around. And barracks 4 and 5 are also being started. That production here for ByuN is going to get a big kick in the butt. As is necessary, because he needs to start pumping some Marines out. Needs to start with the second wave of pressure. He can use these Hellions in 2 ways, by the way. He can keep these Hellions at home as a way of defending against potential run-bys. We know that some... What is this guy doing? Who watches the Watchman? It's the Liberator. Finally one of these hard questions answered. The man at the guard tower will be watched by the Liberator, who in turn is being watched by a guy over here, who also is being watched by the man at the watchtower. And thus the circle is complete, or the triangle is complete. Cars are actually gonna go on the map. We'll try to either go for a couple of drones or maybe try to take out the creep tumor. No, drones is the answer. ByuN needs to be so careful with these cars. These cars represent a lot of safety for him. These 5 cars. Freedom, safety, liberty. You could call it, these 5 cars are basically like the American flag. Means a lot to a lot of people. Maybe these cars are slightly more important in this game though. I'm not sure if Rogue wouldn't be able to do Ling Bane run-bys if there was an American flag at home. I'm not sure if Rogue would have that respect. But, only one way to find out, guys. Okay, 5 cars are moving forward, not turned into Hellbats yet, instead being used to micro. They're doing a pretty damn good job. I feel like ByuN might just accidentally win the game here. Yeah. Whoa, 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 that wasn't the greatest micro. A couple of Banelings are going to connect with these Marines. Marines get the pickup. Base gets taken. This was a ridiculously good trade here for ByuN. Holy crap. I really did not think that was going to be the trade that we were going to be looking at today. 1-1 Marines with 5 cars. Holy cow, that was a lot of damage. Now there's a 4 mine drop heading towards the... What is this? The far right side of the map. The 3 o'clock expansion. He's gonna try to drop him, but he really can't. Just idle them in the dead space. Yeah, I love that. Look at his position. You have access to 3 different bases. You have the main, the 3rd base, and the 4th base. Now he's gonna be going into the 4th base, and it's gonna do absolutely no damage whatsoever. None of these mines got to shoot. Imagine having 3 different locations you can go for and then dropping into 20 links. That definitely was not it here, ByuN. I don't think ByuN cares too much though, because he's still up 20 supply. He says, lol, Harstem, you're an idiot. And I don't need to have a reason for that. So he denies the 5th base. Starts looking for another drop. Drilling Claws hasn't even started yet though. Without Drilling Claws, honestly, this type of drop, you kind of hope that the Zerg player fell on his head one too many times as a kid and is a bit too slow. That doesn't seem to be the case. Rumor on the street is that the Rogue has never been dropped from the head as a kid. Oh, can we get a pickup? Ay, 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 ay. It's kind of like a musical chair situation there, you know? There was only 16 spots in the medevacs and there were 24 Marines. Slightly more consequential though, this type of musical chairs. But not any less fun because of it. I bet they all had a good time. At least the boys that went into the medevac. This is a cool run by here, out of Rogue. The reason that's a cool run by is because there's nothing at home. Tries to go into the natural, sensor tower is up, forces back a big portion of the army. This is gonna cost ByuN. Oh, whoa, 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 yeah, that doesn't work against someone with eyes as powerful as ByuN. Still, 20 SCVs going down is a big freaking deal. That really is a big deal. Oh. The musical chair marines are taking out all the links that try to get back home. They are rather cruel, I have to admit it. 2-2 finishing up here for ByuN. ByuN still up 20 supply, down 20 workers. Now, if my mathematical skills do not fail me, that means he's gonna have about 40 more army supply. That also means that Rogue is gonna have an extremely difficult time holding here. What is the Baneling count? It is 21, but where are they? I don't see them. None over here. I just don't see them. Does manage to get a couple of good hits. Okay, there was a couple of Baneling bombs over here. Let's see if he manages to actually hit something whatsoever, or if these Baneling bombs are going to be more... Oh my god, all of these queens are gonna get taken out without really being able to get any transfuses off. That mine from the left field taking out a couple of Banes there in the end. There's nothing left here. And once again, Rogue is sending all of his units to defend his 4th base. He needs to start thinking and worrying about a 5th base. Here comes ByuN, trying to move forward, trying to kite back. Oh my god, a huge Baneling hits. A couple of decent mine hits as well. Definitely going to help out ByuN there. Is ByuN still slightly up in supply? Needs to be really careful. He hasn't been building SCVs for a while now. There's no 5th base on the way yet. We're already 12 minutes into the game. Let's see what this mine can do. This mine can do a crap ton. It's going to take out a Hydra, so it's not all that much. All of these Marines are staying alive though. Now more Banes are rolling in. We get a pickup, 3 medevacs, and about what? 12 Marines managed to survive. Same time we have all of these Marines pushing forward. Oh my god, more Banes rolling in. Good mine hits as well. We're gonna need to see some lurkers to really slow down the game, because the longer that all of these trades are happening, especially with Marines against Hydra, that ain't good. Hydra do already have +1 attack though. I didn't quite expect that. The problem here for Rogue is that he doesn't get a second to build any lurkers. Let's be real here. If he would start morphing 5 lurkers right now, he'd probably just die. And I think that Rogue is very well aware of it. He just lost the Baneling nest. That's the end of the Banelings. He's... Oh my god, this is also almost the end of this 4th base. Let's see if ByuN is going to be able to connect with that. We're gonna need to see some lurkers. Without lurkers, this game just ends right now. This will get pushed back. This base will survive. This is going to get pushed back. And now Rogue needs 30 seconds. 25 seconds at least. Let's see if ByuN will give it to him. These Banelings have done nothing so far for Rogue. But they're still there. Maybe they'll be able to do something else a little bit later. Big Ling run by being sent out. And I like this a lot. Because the lurkers are about to finish up. Not quite done yet. This base might just fall. He could have gone for that base. Instead went for the morphing Banes. And for a couple of Lings. And now I think Rogue feels secure. I think now Rogue feels very secure. A couple of Lings have been burrowed here. I'm not quite sure if ByuN saw that. The answer is going to be no. He did not see that. Marauders looking for the snipe. And if Marauders are looking for something, they will get it. Four lurkers being burrowed here on the top side as well. Nydus network coming out of Rogue. I've been enjoying watching Rogue play lurkers. Whenever the Nydus network goes up, you know that the game is gonna go pretty ham. Overlords are moving around, spreading some creeps. Look at these lurkers. Pop, pop, pop. Good scan here coming out of ByuN, taking out a lot of the creep. The creep is almost non-existent. Do you think these guys are on hold position? Rogue has done it before. Yeah, okay, I think ByuN knows what this is. If you know anything about Rogue, then you know what this is. This is not your regular scouting overlord. No. This is right next to the SCVs. Oh. It's not gonna work, but it's a good attempt. Rogue is struggling to stay in this game though, that's true. I'm very curious to see what ByuN is going to be doing. So, usually what people play here, I think he can stay on top of this. Oh yes he can. Oh yes he can. One lurker is gonna get taken out. 4 more lurkers are moving in as well. Big Ling run by here towards, what is this? This 5th base. ByuN very slow with adding extra command centers and adding more SCVs, which means now his 5th base is going to be this orbital command. Which is nice, because it's an orbital, it can fly away. Banelings won't be able to kill it. Neutral lurkers, by the way, but the problem is that a couple of links can really throw a wrench in there. It's 5 base against 5 bases. The links return. A couple of links got burrowed. Okay, did notice it. You can only pull that trick so many times, I guess, but it's still a good trick nonetheless. Ghost Academy being built here at the 5th base, the least safe location. Most ghosts are not known for their obliging of the safety protocol. These 4 lurkers are scary to attack into. I know this is an army that's about 35 more supply, but if he was aware that there also was a couple of units here, I think he made a good call. How many lurkers is there currently? There's 19 lurkers? Holy crap. He's gonna go for another Nydus. I can feel it. It just smells like a Nydus. You know this movement is just Nydusy. It's absolutely Nydusy. I'm surprised how passive ByuN is right now. And I'm also surprised how slow his transition is for how passive he is. He hasn't been really doing anything, and I understand that he isn't doing anything. There's only 5 bases. Maybe he could try to deny the 6th base, but his transition also is just slow. And very often aggression isn't even necessarily to really do damage, but it's to trade out units that you don't want anymore. And that's really what he needs to do, because he has so many bio units that I don't think he really needs or wants anymore. He needs to be moving into Ghost. Perhaps into Liberators. A couple of lurkers here are going to be moving out. ByuN not quite paying attention. Needs to be a little bit careful. Hydras here decided to move forward. Don't have Hydra speed. I think this was exactly the moment where Rogue realized that Muscular Augments wasn't quite done yet. Immediately starts it up. Plus 3 range is also on the way here. And we have a couple of Vipers flying in. Alright, let's see what these Vipers can do. Parasitic Bomb perhaps. Yep, one Parasitic Bomb does go down. One Viper also goes down. So, not the greatest move there. Of our good Korean Zerg friend. That's an orbital. This is a planetary. I was thinking this would be a sick planetary position. Really far forward. We do already have the range upgrade on planetary. So they're going to have a very nice amount of range. This Nydus is going to get taken out. Another Nydus is being built, but it's in range of the planetary. That is very optimistic. Just hoping that the planetary doesn't have the range upgrade yet. But you can see that by clicking on the planetary. So that was just a little bit of a lazy move. But see what these Nyduses are doing here. See what these Nyduses... They're forcing units and pretty decent groups of units to remain here on the bottom side. And then at the same time, with everything he has, our good friend Rogue moves forward. All of these lurkers moving in. Banelings moving forward as well as Vipers are trying to get a couple of abducts in. We'll be able to get 3 ghosts for free. Well, for free, lots of units went down already. Overseer is gonna get taken out. Is there personal cloaking? Yes, there is. So once this final Overseer will go down, I think Rogue might be in a little bit of trouble here. ByuN consistently on less than 70 workers. I don't even think he went above 65 yet, which is impressive. He really cares about that worker count number. He cares so much about it not becoming too high, but I don't feel like it's actually doing that much for him. I wouldn't mind seeing him throw down a couple more CCs, and I'm not sure if he has the income for that, if he has the resources for that. This 6th base here out of ByuN is looking very difficult, and I think it will prove to be very difficult to take the moment that Rogue realizes that it's there. The only reason why it's still up at this point is because Rogue has absolutely zero idea that it's there. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Overseer so important here as the ghosts are moving forward. A lot of lurkers being taken out. This Nydus being shelled away at by a tank as well. So we have this base going down. We're going back to 5 versus 5 base here. And that's not going to be in favor of Rogue, as Rogue is struggling to max out. Well, ByuN is chilling at about a 3k, 1k bank. 4k resources total in the bank while he's maxed out. Almost maxed out. He could make one more Marine or an SCV. Oh. Lurker and Widowmine are burrow buddies. Sitting next to each other together in the ground. Kinda like trench warfare. Alright. Vipers moving forward. Parasitic bombs being cast. But, I mean, let's be realistic here. There's 8 lurkers left and all of those are guarding this single mine. I don't think this Hydra Bane army is going to be able to trade too effectively here. The remaining creep does help out with a little bit of a speed boost, but these ghosts will stay alive. And I think that this actually is going to be it. There's 5 more banelings on the way, but without the lurker count, I mean, it's just not possible for Rogue to do anything. He can maybe survive for a bit longer, but I don't see him win. That's the problem. Like, what right now is his win condition? What needs to happen for Rogue for him to win the game? Well, all of these bases need to magically explode. This needs to explode. This needs to explode. 5 barracks need to explode as well, so reproduction becomes difficult. And then he needs the best fight that he's ever had in his life. Like, it's not possible. I just don't see it happen. Now, banelings are moving forward. They get a surround, but how do you surround something that you cannot see? Decent mine connection. These ghosts are still going absolutely ham. All of these hydras are being taken out. Now the ghost will go down as this overseer hits the field. Vipers moving forward. 140 supply against 182. And this is the problem with the trades that Rogue is currently taking, is that his trades need to be the type of trade where he kills 500 marines and he loses half a lurker. But the trades have been closer to I lose 3 lurkers and 4 hydras, and the other guy loses 10 marines and 4 ghosts. And that's just not possible if you're so far down in army supply, if you don't have a bank, and if you're not completely destroying the economy game as well. And to be quite frank, none of these things are happening. He's not destroying the econ game. He doesn't have a bank, and he doesn't have any leftover supply. He still has a Nydus network, but hiding behind your Nydus network is not going to help you. Units lost. We see, well, what is this? 17k? 17,000 resources about that have been lost more for Rogue than for ByuN, as Rogue taps out GG. He's had it. He knows he can't win. And Micro Jackson himself takes another win. That's going to be it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had a brilliant time. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you all next time for more videos. Bye bye.